Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is Hackett, and today we're talking about some basics of Kali Linux and how to go through certain functionalities of the Linux machine and how to operate it, how to use the terminal, and I'll be showing you some other basic information that helps you progress in your pen testing journey. So let's begin. Once you've installed Kali Linux, you will be landed on this home page, and then you can the desktop basically, and then you can navigate around using these all these little icons up here. They're really helpful. I'm gonna start off with showing you guys all the applications we have in Linux. There, you should definitely go through all of these. Check them out, see how they look like, get used to them. Uh, you can see there are certain sections for them. Information gathering has its own list. Then we have web application vulnerability analysis. There's a whole lot you can do in Linux, and I would highly recommend all of you to just mess around, see how things open up, what they look like. This will help you gain more experience in using the Linux machine in general. You get the feel of the layout, basically, is what I mean. You can see all this here, but what you really need to know, if you're really new to Linux or pen testing in general, you should definitely know more about how the terminal works, because terminal is basically the backbone of the Linux machine, and it is highly recommended that you know your way around the terminal. As I've showed you here, I've opened the terminal. This is my username right here. This is just a simple profile, and I can do commands on this terminal, but this does not give me administrative privileges. So there are certain commands that I cannot do, and there are certain directories that I cannot go to because I am not root or administrative user. So to gain administrative privileges, you can just type in SU, and it's gonna ask you for a password, and you can put in the password for your profile that you've made, or the root password. uh, it usually prompts you to put in a root password once you're installing Linux, and once you put in the password, this will give you root privileges. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you another way of doing this. If you have the newest version of Linux, you go here and root terminal, and you can just put in the password for your user profile. And here we go. Now I'm root. That means I have root privileges or administrative privileges. Let's start with who am I? So what who am I basically does is shows you what user you're currently operating with in the terminal, and like I said, I'm root, and it says it right there. Let me just zoom in for you guys so you can see better. Okay, moving on. I'm going to be talking about some other general basic commands you can use in Linux. Kali Linux. Starting off with, let's start with some basic stuff. So PWD. PWD basically stands for print out the working directory we're currently in. And we're currently in the root directory because we are root. Like I've showed you, I've gained privileges as a root user. So we are sitting in this directory right now. So if you want to see what's in this directory, you want to know what files are there, what folders are there, you type in ls. Ls shows you all the files and folders in that directory, and just press enter. And here you go. This is all I have in ls. And there's some hidden files that you won't be able to see with just ls, so you type in lsl. Oh, sorry. Clear it out. lsl. Okay, now this is showing you everything there is in here. This right here, you see this right here is the what's it called? The read-write permissions for this file. Belongs to root. It was made on this day. It's a Python file. I will be showing you guys how to change permissions further down in this series, but let's begin with the basic commands right now. I don't want to go too much into detail for the very first video. Okay, I believe you've already seen clear. Typing in clear, it just clears up your terminal. Back to, sorry. Yeah, it clears up the entire terminal, so you can use all the space, and it doesn't look bad. Okay, moving on. I already shown you print working directory. Now let's move on to cd. So cd, what basically it does is it takes you from one directory to another, so you can access the files in that directory in your terminal. So cd basically, you could say, stands for uh, moving from one directory to another, is what it basically means. Change directory. cd stands for that. I'm gonna go cd into let's go home. You see, I typed in cd \home and it took me to the home directory. And now let's see what I have in the home directory. I just type in ls, and I have my user profile, which is right here, Kaiser. This is my name, this is my profile. And now I want to go into this profile. So what I would do is I would type in cd, and then I would type in the name of my profile so I can move into this. You see, now I'm in home Kaiser. This is my profile. Let's see what's in here. Interesting. Now we have desktop, downloads, pictures. This is all my files, all my data stored here. So from a pen tester point of view, this is where you want to be. If you gain access to somebody's machine, this will highly improve your odds of gaining more access, more information about your target. Let's clear out the screen. Let's head into cd. Let's go to desktop. Why not? Now we're in home, Kaiser, desktop, and I type in ls. This will list all the files I have on desktop, and you can see right here all these files. They match up, you know. This basically means that we are at the desktop, but in the terminal instead of on the GUI of the Linux. Okay, now let's say you want to remove a file. How would you go about that? There's a command you can use for that. That is rm, which will basically get rid of the file for you. So you just type in rm and the name of the file that you want to remove. So I will type that in lin, and once you type in like the first few letters of the file, you can just press tab and it will auto-complete for you. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to delete this file from desktop. Let's see if it works. There we go. It's gone. It's vanished. There is no more this file right here, len-enum. It's gone because of the command we put right here. Okay, now let's make sure that the file is actually gone and it's not there by typing in ls. See, it's not there. It has been deleted. Okay, let's clear it out one more time. Print working directory, you can see it right here. Also shows you right here. Okay, now you want to go back, like move back a directory. So what you do is you type in cd and then you type ... So we basically just jumped back a directory from desktop to Kaiser, and we can do this again, and we'll end up in home directory, and do it again. We'll end up back in root directory. You see, clear this out. So to go back, you type in cd ... and then we'll take you back a directory. Let's go back to home, back to my user. Okay, let's go to downloads this time. Let's see what's there. Okay, these are all my files in download, as you can see here. I can delete them, I can move them. The move-in command is basically move something. Let's say, actually I do not want to move any of these files currently. We'll go over this later about the moving files from one place to another. Let me show you some other basic stuff. So there's this command you can use to figure out what your IP address is. Type in Ifconfig, and this will show you what your local IP address. This is my local IP address. This is really helpful if you're actually in an ongoing attack and you need to know your personal IP and all the information about your local network. This is where you'll get it. It's called Ifconfig. Let's say you want to see the devices on your local network. How would you go about that? You would type in netdiscover You can do this with NetDiscover, and you can do this with Nmap. I'll be making a video about Nmap later on. So let's go NetDiscover, and then you type in R, and then you type in the IP address, which let's see what my IP address was. I actually forgot. So this is my IP address right here. Let me quickly copy this, and then we type in NetDiscover R 10.1. Oh, sorry, putting in the old IP. Let me paste my IP right here. Once that is done, type enter. This will start showing you all of the networks, all of the machines you have on your current IP address or your local network. As you can see, I have quite a few machines on my local network, and you can get their information right here: the MAC address, their IP address, the name of the host name of the machine. This is all really useful information you can gather for any future attacks or investigations you have to do. And you can get out of a program. Like currently this program is running, and to get out of it you have to press Control C. What this would do is it will end the program. You see right there, I press Control C and it will end the program for you, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gone. It's not in the background. It's just done working. Clear out again. Okay, this should be good enough for the first video, the basics of moving around Linux and how to see files. And in the next video I'll go about talking about Nmap and how to change permissions of certain files, how to navigate through Metasploit and all that. I will get into more and more detail with each video. And if you guys want me to keep uploading more videos, please let me know by subscribing and liking my videos and commenting as well, because that really helps me out, gives me more motivation to keep making more videos for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked, and have a wonderful rest of your day.